Make the ground shake.
My name is Johnny Bolden, and I'm at Loud and Clear Audio and Tint in Wiley, Texas. I've currently been installing for about 9 years. The first 8 years I was at the Steel Shop in Carrollton, Texas. In April of 2018, Josh Wilson approached me about starting Loud and Clear in Wiley. So ever since then, I've been at Loud and Clear since day one. My installation specialty is vehicle integration, be it remote starts, radios, backup cameras, radar detectors, and anything that needs of our products, our aftermarket products that need to go into a vehicle. I want it to be as factory as possible. I also feel that I am very good at troubleshooting, so if there's any issues, be it factory or aftermarket, I feel that I'm able to track down that issue and solve it in a very good, effective time. And my installation philosophy is I would like to treat each vehicle as my own. So I would never do anything to a customer's vehicle that I wouldn't do to my own vehicle. And every connection that I ever do will be soldered and heat shrunk if I can. Otherwise, it's going to be Super 33 to insulate the wire. And I would also test the tape the wires to make it look as factory as possible. And I want the installation to last the lifetime of the vehicle and thereafter. Because what's the point of doing anything if it's not going to last a very long time? If the customers are going to ever have any issues, we don't have to deal with any issues. And so I would like to have it one and done. My influencers would be Joe Mills from the Steel Shop. He's the one that took my hobby into a career. In April of 2011, I showed up at his shop with my Hyundai Accent, my 2009 Hyundai Accent, with some MTX 12s and an Alpine 4-channel amp and a Clarion flip-out radio. And he had a lot of patience to teach me everything that I know, and I'm very appreciative of that. And another one of my influencers is Dean from 5 Star Car Stereo out of Clearwater, Florida. He produces some high quality YouTube content, and I've learned a lot from him, and I've taken what he has shown on his videos and applied it to my own installation practices, such be using expanded PVC in an amp rack, and also wiring an amplifier on a bench and doing the install backwards, it would seem, starting from the amplifier back instead of radio and speakers to the back. I feel that my coworkers would describe me as a very knowledgeable, caring guy. They know that I could help them if they need anything when it comes to the window tint side of things, that I can help clean out a car if we're in a rush to get a car out of the bay when it comes to window tint, or helping the window tinter walk a windshield into a vehicle. And Josh knows that I'm always there to help him close out a sale or help a customer if he's busy with another one. That we all know that we can work off each other and trust each other, and so I feel that everyone knows that they can trust me and we can all trust each other. My biggest challenges this last year have been starting a new business with Josh, starting from the ground up in a brand new building, learning how to do sales at the Steel Shop. I never really was one-on-one with a customer when it came to sales. I was strictly an installation technician. And so also learning how to do vinyl wraps. That's been a big part of our business here as well. And I'm able to take vinyl wraps and integrate it into our installation practices to create some custom touches that you might not see in every kind of install. What I would like our customers to take from the install and our services here is that they feel educated, that they didn't just get a radio and an amp and sub installed, that they know what they got. They got let's say a Kenwood DDX 9906 XR. They know the exact model number. They know they got a Rockford Fosgate T1000 X5AD. They didn't just get some kind of Rockford amp. I want them to leave here knowledgeable, and so they can spread the word of our good services onto their friends and their family. We don't want them to just say, yeah, I got this amp installed over at Loud and Clear. they can brag to their customers, and we want them to see where we put everything, so that they can show off the installation, so that their friends can see the expert install as well. Why I should be nominated part of the top 50 installers of the year is that my installation practices are part of the elite when it comes to car audio, and I feel that we should all be recognized in our hard work and dedication that it takes to doing what we do, and also being able to start a new business and honestly thrive, not just sustain, but thrive in a brand new business. So many businesses fail in the first year, and that we've been able to succeed in what we do. I think that we should be recognized in our efforts here. My performance and how it affects my coworkers and my teammates and the overall sales culture, the store culture. I like to show up at least an hour to an hour and a half before the store even opens, sometimes even earlier if I need to get some work done. And that has definitely spread onto the other employees here at Josh as well. We like to show up early, clean up the shop and take care of the day before, get a good understanding of what we're going to do today and each day, so everyone knows what vehicle is going to come in and what's going to be installed, and if they have any questions, they know that they can ask me or Josh anything, and so that we can really communicate very well, because so many issues can be resolved with just simple communication, and everyone knows that we can all rely upon each other. If one person can fall back, we know that the other person will pick up where another one has left off. And so we've really become a really good, solid core team here, and that's very difficult to find. And with that said, here are some clips of our showroom, my work areas, the wood shop, our overall shop, and everything. So please consider me for top 50 of the year. Thanks. Gonna do a quick walkthrough of our showroom and the shop. So you come into the front door here, you're immediately greeted with our Loud and Clear logo and God Bless America. To the right, we have our window tint display, our car audio display, our AV display. We're currently renovating that to add some of our Vision X lights to it and show off more of our alarms. A nice SoundSkins display right here to demonstrate, the benefits of sound editing. Our little customer waiting area, coffee machine, cold water, cable TV. The brand new Rockford displays right here. Our big sales counter right here, showing off a few products. Also have a nice K40 display, some good infographics right there, flashing LED lights to demonstrate what they might look like in your vehicle. To the left, bathroom and stockroom. Here's our big, massive bay right here. Big ass fan. Nice bright white floors, insulated bay doors, also with electric garage door openers, so it also keeps our air conditioning inside as techs are pulling vehicles in and out of the bay. The tent area, large glass 8x10 door, so customers can easily see we're not just pulling a car behind the shop and just making some magic happen. They actually can watch the magic happen firsthand. That's our nice 72-inch plotter right here for window film, custom vinyl graphics, as you can see above there. Customer's vehicle we're currently working on. This is a nice wall right here to take photos of in front of parked vehicles in front of to take very nice photos. Bathroom in the back. Have a water machine with a refrigerator and a microwave on top, so you don't have to eat out every day. And here's a quick little walkthrough of our wood shop. We have our various composite materials here: HDPE, Sentra, ABS of various thicknesses, and of course MDF and some cardboard for templates or spray painting some parts. We have our dust collection system in the back there, our air compressor system, which is plumbed into the shop, and so there's two separate hookups outside of just the wood shop. And then we also have the saw stop table saw, which is a very important tool because when working with a table saw, it can be very dangerous. And with this tool right here, it provides all the safety that you'd want when working with a table saw. I'll start here with the work area. In the center we have a nice TV to look at the security camera and also to watch any cable TV that we like. We have cable in the back of the shop, so early mornings we can have the news going in the background while everyone's getting ready. We can also, if we're having to stay late and finish up a couple jobs, and there was a sporting event that we'd want to watch, we can watch it on there as well. Left and right of that, we have all the fasteners, screws, ring terminals, spade connectors, back straps, zip ties, fuses, relays, sockets, diodes, resistors, you name it, it will be over here. We have a shop sub, and then we have all of our primary wire, speaker wire, power wire, everything we need right there. An iPad hooked up to the Alpine radio. So we have a known good source, we have a known good amp, we also have a sub amp back there and a 50 amp power supply. And so we can easily test everything that we need to, either it be an amp or a speaker or a sub. Everything can be accomplished right here. All the wires just to hook up various amps. I'll pass my toolbox here and show you the other work area. Just a big prep bench is all this really is. Can spin up some wire right here and have some good wire looms. Just excess storage on across the bottom right here. We have wire loom, Tesla tape, scissors, double-sided sticky tape, other miscellaneous parts in the back right here. And I'll start over at my toolbox here. So some test equipment, power probe, DD1, various multimeters, homemade speaker polarity tester with a handheld polarity tester, snap-on ethos scanner to read and clear any lights that could possibly happen during the installation of a vehicle, various screw guns, basic sockets. If a customer happens to lock their keys in the vehicle, I can shimmy that into place and unlock the vehicle. Way too many flashlights. Next up, kind of the everyday drawers. So all this snips, Aussie soldering iron. It's the best and only soldering iron that I would ever use from here on out. Various pry tools, all the bits that we'd ever need to take apart a vehicle are all in here. Kind of just storage in the back here for knives and other extended Torx bits. Various pick tools. Next drawer is wrenches, tin snips, pliers of all sorts, punches, hammers. All the nice hand tools right here. When working on certain vehicles, you know, you really need to use some hand tools and other T-handle tools right here. Keep them on the left side. Air tools. I have some back in the wood shop right now, so that's why my drawer's a little empty. This is my new favorite tool right here. This is a riv nut tool. So it turns, you know, it makes a lot more professional installation when replacing speakers or needing to add a machine fastener to a vehicle. Hydraulic crimper, large crimper right there. Steering wheel removal set right in here. My large to-go socket set if I need to do a mobile job. A battery jump starter, the power probe hook, also a tap and dice set, and a couple old amplifiers right there as well. Just a big catch-all, heat gun, spare alarm parts and everything. Miscellaneous connectors, install guides, extra drill bits, files, Forstner bits, crescent wrenches, Allen wrenches, some hot glue, and so that's about it. It's a snap-on 68-inch Epic toolbox.
reason I nominated Johnny Bolden for Installer of the Year is Johnny is probably the most dedicated person I've ever met in this industry. He's always first to work, he's always last to leave, and there's not a time that I have asked him to stay late or come in on his day off and he's told me no. He's always here to get the job done, he's always here to make sure the job is completed properly, and he's always here for the better cause of the business. He's not here for himself, he's not here for the money, and it shows true through what he does every day. I just want to throw this out here for anyone that's listening. Johnny is the best employee you possibly could have. He's already taken you through and he's already shown you our establishment here, and we don't have the most expensive state-of-the-art wood room. We do not have the most expensive state-of-the-art fabrication area. We make do with what we have, and we produce amazing quality work. That is not to poke a jab at any other Installer of the Year submission, any other shop. That is to point out that Johnny should be Installer of the Year, because Johnny makes do with what he has. He comes in an hour earlier than anyone else. He leaves an hour later than everyone else. He's here 6 days a week at a minimum. And he gets done what he has to do with what he has. And he just makes it happen. So if anything else, if his whole video is trash, you should at least vote for him for that. Thanks.